it to me? What can't be done? I'll do myself. What you running for? What you losing control? What you running for? No one wants to break. What you running for? What you losing control? What you running for? No one wants to break. Face the pain, no escape, can you step to this? Face the pain, no escape, can you step to this? Face the pain, rip me into pieces. Face the pain, no escape, can you step to this? Face the pain, no escape, can you step to this? Face the pain, rip me into pieces. Face the fear in front of me, I see the image of myself.
It was just not my night, guys. Alright. What's going on, guys? Dan the Man, aka Daniel's son. We are reviewing tonight's grand finale of the Ultimate Fighter 20 women's division. A lot of great fights. A lot of, it started off kind of slow in the prelims. Then it really worked its way to the main cards and it really got exciting for all the main events. All my predictions just went out the window tonight. It just went out the window. I'm not going to cover too much. We did see, past fighters like Angela Magana versus Tisha Torres. Tisha came out with the victory. We saw Heather Clark. Grudge match against Beck Rawlings. It was good to see Heather get some redemption for all the nitpicking and name calling. Who else did we see? We saw Felice Herring versus Lisa Ellis. Felice ends up winning that fight. Pretty pissed off on that, but I already assumed that Felice was going to go in there and win, and it was an impressive win. It was I believe it was an armbar or something like that. Yeah, it was an armbar. So she got the win, a submission, but my main focus was the main fight. It was Randa Marcos versus Jessica Panay. And then after that, we had these other fights that, we had some guys fighting and stuff. Those were pretty entertaining fights. They did end pretty good as well. But I'm really just going to talk about Randa and Jessica and also the main event, Carla versus Rose. Everybody, that was the showdown that I think a lot of people thought, hey, if I was a betting man, I will bet on Rose. Tonight, I believed that Randa was going to win. I thought Rose was going to be dominant. She was going to kick some ass. Boy, thank God I'm not too much of a gambler because I would have lost a lot of fucking money. A lot of money. I love you, Randa. I love you very much. Randa Marcos. When I first saw you, I was like, I'm rooting for her. I don't know why. I said I was going to root for her. She was the underdog. I love underdogs. And she was just really composed. She said it. And a lot of interviews said she wasn't there to make friends. She was there to pretty much fight, train, and maybe eat a little bit. But I thought Randa was going to win. It was a great fight. Jessica Panay put on a performance way better than when she fought Carla. So I don't know, where the fuck was that Jessica Panay when she fought Carla? No clue. No clue at all. Carla's a beast. But Jessica Panay, I know you're better. And you really showcased that tonight against Randa. Randa came out. It seemed like she was a little jittery. A lot of good striking by Randa, but man, when Jessica Panay got Randa on the ground, you would think Randa is dominant on the ground. No. Jessica Panay was dominant. She beat her up a couple of times. She had her in a couple submissions. Randa had to recover. There was really a lot of transitions going on. First round was definitely Jessica Panay's. I had Jessica Panay winning that first round. A lot of people are a little just saying no. Randa should have won that first round. Totally disagree. Believe Jessica Panay earned that first round. It was just a clear cut. She won it. She won the ground game. I know a lot of people say, well, you can't take away from the striking and stuff. You can't. Because this is why it was so damn close. Because the second round, Randa really dominated that second round with her striking ability. I was very impressed with the striking of Randa. Maybe she was getting tired. She needs to work on her cardio, but I was very impressed with her striking. Third round was super fucking close. half the round, Randa was dominant once again on her stand-up game, but Jessica Panay ended up getting her on the ground and really capitalizing. I mean, she didn't do too much, but she got some points on the ground. But it was like a toss-up. This was a very close fight. It really depended on what the judge was looking for. When they saw Jessica Panay take Randa to the ground, were they looking at that more than the stand-up game of Randa? It really could have went either way. It was definitely a very hard-fought battle. But at the end, it was Jessica Panay who won. Jessica Panay ended up winning the fight. And, rightfully so. She's a great fighter. I was just pissed off for her last fight. But she's a great overall fighter. And Randa, you know what? She's a beast, man. She's going to get better and better and better. She is still the underdog. I see her, though, someday trying to win that belt. I want Randa to have that belt. She deserves it. She was great. She just needs to work on that cardio. She needs to work a little bit more on her striking. I thought her striking was so beautiful tonight. Very great combinations, and the rushing attack she did, awesome. Apparently, she needs to work more on the ground. Even though she felt comfortable on the ground, entering this contest, entering the Ultimate Fighter in general, she needs to still work on the ground. But mostly the cardio. You could tell Randa was very, very tired. She did get a cut in the first round after getting swept by Jessica Panay and hitting her head on the mat. But Randa, man, that's my girl. She's going to get better. She's going to get stronger. She already has that fighting spirit, that fighting mentality. She can only rise to the top. These are 2 losses in a row. They hurt like hell. For me, especially since I'm always rooting for her, and I always have to, people are like, nah, she's going to lose. Nah, I believe in her a lot. I think she is a great, talented fighter. She looks like she's a rising star. So hopefully she gets her shit together. She goes in the gym, trains some more, comes back. Whatever they give her, what fight they give her, she's dominant, and we can move up the ladder from there. But Jessica Panay, it looks like she will potentially have a shot at the title. That's fine, because I'm going to be talking about who she might face. And I think Jessica Panay better get her shit up to par as championship status. Because even when she was fighting Randa is not in championship form. Panay still is not in championship form in this fight. It was a great fight. They're both great competitors. They're awesome at what they showcased a lot of their tools that they used, Randa and Jessica Panay, but that is not championship caliber. Tonight, we saw championship caliber, and we got crowned a champion, and that is Carla versus Rose. And how do I just overall explain this fight? Rose was swarmed by Carla the whole night. When I mean swarm, I mean Carla was on that ass. No bug spray was going to get her to go away and get that fucking title. Carla looked phenomenal. She looked amazing. I had Rose dominating this fight. As if you could tell by my voice and me speaking, Carla beat Rose by a pulp. Now, going into the fight, Rose did look pretty good. She was the aggressor. She was fighting. A lot of strikes were thrown, but Carla just, she shrugged it off and she still kept on going. She took down Rose in a couple times in the first round. That wrestling game really showed. Rose was using a lot of her kicks, a lot of unorthodox fighting style as well. But overall, Carla in the second round dominated by making Rose tired, by taking her to the ground, a little ground and pound. And then third round, Carla just finished it. Carla was just dominant overall. You need to go watch the fight and check it out for yourself. It was Carla all day, every day. You can hear that. Well, anyways, thank you guys for listening, and Ultimate Fighter, yeah.